in training now, right? So we've touched on this quite a bit already. So benefits of boxing. So definitely for weight loss, do you find some kind of muscle gain with boxing as well? I would assume having to hold your hand up, it sounds simple, but your arms will get fatigued. So I'm guessing, if I punch my hand out, can feel all the muscles along here. I'm activating back muscles, get the power from your hips. I assume I'm generating muscle there as well. Would that help guys who want to tone up, build some muscle, ladies who want
you could do a lot of cable, a lot of band work. A lot of the ladies like the nice rounded shoulders.
Yes.
Hit the sleeve bag. That's what helps keep your arms up. You should definitely incorporate weights with boxing, but just don't go you can't go too, I think, light to moderate weight. Like maybe heavy weights. You go too heavy in boxing, it slows you down. You never see fighters do curls because it kind of makes the muscles taut. And then you can't extend them out.
Yeah.
A lot of tricep work. If you think when you roll the hand, you'll feel Jeremy always told me, he's like, if you get confused on what the exercise is for and what muscle is working, just start feeling around on yourself. If you do triceps, you don't feel nothing in your bicep. Everybody thinks, when I do bench, my biceps are going to get big. I'm like, no, dude.
No, that's a good simple tip. You're right. You don't need to have a ton of knowledge if you're just doing that, right? You did something, you're not sure, what did I feel? What hurts the next day? What's sore the next day? Maybe it's a good segue to this question. What are some of the mistakes you see people making who are trying to lose weight and keep it off, or to build muscle, or just become healthy in general, whether it's in the gym or in the kitchen?
What mistakes do they make?
Yeah, trying to either lose weight or, to build muscle.
To lose weight, they starve themselves. I'm not sure who it was. Who was doing, and I totally am against this, who was doing the exercise in the sauna with a sauna suit? Wasn't somebody doing that?
I'm not sure they were working out in the sauna.
They just came out of the sauna.
Angelique said something about Jacob's ladder. Well, Angelique said she came out of the sauna, but I'm not sure if she was working out in the sauna.
A lot of people think, I'm going to work out with those sauna suits on. To me, that is the dumbest thing ever. Number one, you're going to get dehydrated. Number two, once you start to get dehydrated, what's going to happen? You're going to get tired. Now you're tired, you're dehydrated. Now your form is getting off, so now you're creating bad habits. You can work out harder without the sauna suit and get better results. Just don't let it get to the point where you got to put a sauna suit on.
Right.
You got to be honest with yourself. You can't say, I can do it, I could do it. I had these two fighters up in Tampa, husband and wife, and they used to joke around all the time. I got to go to the sauna. I got to go running. I got to wear all this. I got to lose weight. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. I could do it. Lose 10, 15 pounds. But guess what? You're losing 10, 15 pounds of that water weight. That's all up in your head. Now you're taking headshots. He was a really great middleweight. I don't know if you know his story. He was fighting Nigel Benn. I believe he left Emmanuel Stewart for another trainer, and he was overweight, and he lost all this weight, and he got a headbutt and then got an aneurysm. Now he's deaf and blind, and he has all these issues, and can never fight again. So it's just be honest with yourself. Do the proper workout. Don't eat the fried chicken like I did today at lunch.
Yeah.
Don't eat all the sugar I'm eating. I could, at this point in my life, I could never be a fighter because I just don't have the discipline.
Yeah.
You have to have discipline.
Yeah, that goes without saying. So, Angelique was talking about Jacob's ladder, which is, with a Stairmaster, and it's almost like a bear crawl type looking thing going up the Stairmaster.
It's got wood.
Yes, wood slats or something. Yeah, that looks pretty brutal. Yeah, what Angelique done is what I do. I know the sauna, the science is pretty good on doing saunas post-workout. They're even more effective.
Angelique's doing the right thing. Go into the sauna after the workout. Also, the sauna, if you can get to a cold plunge, and then do the cold plunge in sauna and go back a couple times. We did that at Leard Hamilton's place. We would go into this tub. He had this big tin tub of ice. We'd go in there for 3 minutes and then go into the sauna for 10, back there 3 minutes, on and off. And then actually, when I was filming in Ireland, I met these guys that own a coffee shop called Mugs and Dalkey. If you're ever over there, you got to stop in and say hi.
Okay.
Every morning, 6 a.m., they had me swimming in the Irish Sea. The Irish Sea is 47 degrees.
Easy.
You would go down there at 6 a.m. and there's about 100 people, all ages, at 6 a.m. before they go to school, before they go to work, getting a 10 or 15 minute plunge in that ocean, man. It was the best thing I've ever done. Helps with memory loss, prevents, very good for the head.
It's great for the heart to get rid of fat as well.
What is your body doing in that water in the first 5 minutes or so? You're shivering, burning fat. I used to wear my my Apple Watch in there. I'd put on, I was going for the swim, and I'd literally burn in 15 to 20 minutes. I was burning 400 calories just from treading water, nothing crazy.
That's 45 minutes on a spin bike, actually pedaling at a decent pace. Yeah. It's I know it's something to do with also burning this hard to burn fat, the brown fat, but there's a lot of science around that. Utilize some research from Navy SEALs. You see them doing the buds training, and I have them times in the water in freezing conditions. Yeah, so the Navy has a lot of data on this sort of stuff as well.
Imagine getting to go to Ireland and you don't get to celebrate St. Patty's Day because all the pubs are closed because of the pandemic. It was insane. Like, you're there in Ireland, staying in the south of Dublin, and you can't go to a pub. So we invented this. Well, I helped invent this thing called the Irish push-up challenge.
So what is that? Please share that with us.
You have a glass of Guinness, shots of Jameson lined up.
Okay.
Drink a Guinness, back down, shot of Jameson. That was the Irish push-up challenge.
Yeah. So that is another good segue to this. So everyone, beginner to pro athletes, has done some crazy ass things in the gym, right? Before, and we're lucky to not hurt themselves, or didn't hurt themselves too bad. You know, like a friend of mine did some crazy with squatting, some crazy ass weight. He can deadlift like 600 pounds, and he had some brilliant idea, kind of to hook his hands to the thing. Luckily, he didn't snap his neck when he falls. People done crazy things. Do you have any funny stories like that? Oh, there's the dog. Nice.
I gotta bring my little puppy. He's bugging me, so I gotta give him just a little attention.
Yeah. Nice. What's his name?
Cannoli.
The Italian name. Okay, I got you. So any crazy stories of either yourself or people you've seen in the gym, whether you've trained them or not?
I'm gonna go back to high school because I love telling the story. I don't know if too many people, you probably know what the box squat is.
But please describe it, because many people here won't know what it is. Yeah.
So you're doing a squat, but you're sitting down on this chair, but a box. You could go a little bit heavier in the weight. We're in high school and everybody's trying to see who can lift the most, who's doing the most. So I don't care, man. TJ, I'm sorry, I got to tell the story. So my buddy TJ Washington, he was a big kid, man. As a sophomore, he was on varsity. He was like 6'3", 285 pounds, like a monster. So he does box squat.
Yeah.
And everybody's telling him, do not do all of that weight. Like, it's just too much. So he stands up.
Yeah.
And then he does the box squat. He sits down.
Yeah.
And now he's in like a rack, but the rack is like one here, then it goes kind of up and stairs, and you walk it back in. It's down like this, and he goes to get up, and he falls forward. He's so big, he's pinned in. He can't get up, so everybody's running up to him, giving him dead legs in the arm. That was like one of the dumbest things. Like, you're getting that much weight. Like, everybody was like, don't do it, man. I've seen people put so much weight on deadlifts. As soon as they drop the weight, they pass out and hit their face. I've had the amount of crazy things that happen in the boxing gym is insane. I mean, we had one guy that would come in. This was in Miami, and he would dress up as a Dolphins football player. I mean, like, full uniform. I was training Charles Clay, who played for the Dolphins, and he wound up playing for Buffalo. Great tight end and great guy. He sees this guy walk into the gym. He goes, Coach B, that guy comes to all my games dressed up like that.
With the pads and everything, the shoulder pads?
Pads and everything, like the thigh pad.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it would just, like, he'd walk into the gym, then he would do this thing, like, you punch like this, and just like another guy. I think boxing is the only sport where fans can get that close to professional athletes while they train. It's not like the NFL, the NBA, or Major League Baseball, or hockey. Like, the facility's closed when you practice. Nobody's allowed in. The amount of lunatics that I would have come in and say that they were going to be the next world champions. Like, professional fighter, I'm not going to name his name, but he was world champion. He would do this thing where people would come in and they would challenge him, but he wouldn't have any mercy on them.
Okay.
He would knock them out. This one guy comes into the gym, and I don't think he was all upstairs, and he's, hey, champ, let me teach you some stuff. And the fighter was just trying to be nice. He goes, hey, man, he goes, I'm not getting in the ring with you. Forget it. He goes, come on, let me show you some stuff. Yeah. So he bugged him for about like 3 days, and finally he's like, get your shit and get in the ring. And the guy goes, he puts his gear on, he comes in, he's moving around the first round, and then he tries to take a hard shot at the champ. Champ seen it, he moved out of the way, and then the next round hit this guy so hard, he was knocked out before he hit the ground, and we couldn't get this guy to wake up for like 2 or 3 minutes, and the fighter's like, man, he goes, I think I'm going to jail for this one.
Wow. Yeah. People don't understand. I grew up with a dad, I think I told you, he was like a 4th-degree black belt. To most people, imagine fighting a 5-year-old kid. You have as much chance fighting any person who's good at fighting as that 5-year-old kid has, meaning you have no chance. You can find these videos of people like the boxer you're talking about who will give you gloves, they won't hit you, and they will say, please hit me, and you can't hit them. You can spend minutes like this. My dad can do this. At 75, he can easily avoid me hitting him or touching him. And if he was to hit me, I would go right to the hospital. Now, people, they just can't believe things like this. They will see, for example, that lady you train, Mrs. Hernandez. They don't understand that that small lady can beat their ass. Doesn't matter if they're 6 foot, whatever. And if she hits you, it's going to feel like a baseball bat hitting you, right?
Yeah, Melissa would drop guys in the ring. She could fight lefty and righty. She was only 126, 5'2", and start smacking people around like it was nothing. It was just, it's insane. Like, you can't, like, you get in there with a professional fighter, you're going to be in trouble. It's like,
yes.
I'll tell you a funny story. So I got into the ring with a lineman. I dropped him with a left hook. Now he's 6'5", 330 pounds.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Offensive lineman?
Yeah. We get out of the ring and he's like, okay, now you try to get past me. Like, it's a whole different ball game, man. He just reached out, man. He grabbed my chest like this and just took took my, like, see how you can take my shirt?
Yeah.
This was my chest meat. Man, like this, and threw me to the side like 2 pounds. Like, it was nothing. Man, I'm like, if that guy ran at me full speed, if I don't land that lucky punch, ice baths give you some sort of frostbite or damage your body in some sort of way. I think if you stay in there for a long period of time, 100%, you'll also get hypothermia. If you build up to it, like I was lucky if I could make it into the Irish Sea for more than 2 to 3 minutes the first time I went in, but I built up to, I did it for 47 minutes one time. The ocean's a little bit different because you could just tread water. When you're in those ice, you're kind of confined. So I think it would be more dangerous to get into an ice bath than it would be to get into the ocean. Can't stay in there too long. You got to build up to it. You can't just go crazy and go in there for 15, 20 minutes.
Right. That's a very good question, Kirby. Thanks. Then when I was doing triathlons, when I had the long bike ride on Sundays, I would fill up the tub with a couple of bags of ice. And the first couple times I tried it, I had to like psych myself up and then just sit in there. But I could only last like 30 seconds. And then I built up to like 2 minutes. You get the benefits of the anti-inflammation and all of that kind of good stuff. So the people that are making the mistakes in the gym, right, or in the kitchen, would coaching help such people? I mean, I guess it's kind of a common sense question, but the really better question is, why don't they get coaching? Maybe I should rephrase the question.
I don't know. Sometimes people can't afford it, or people are afraid to ask for help. I think if you ask for help at a gym, I think that everybody's going to help you out. Like, only imagine the stupid shit that I was doing in the gym that people were laughing at me. Like, what is he doing? Like, I know those leg workouts that me and my brother were doing were just insane. Like, we still talk about it to them. Like, I love doing the leg press because of him. They were just crazy workouts.
No, you're right. I mean, most people in a gym, they're into that thing. So if you ask them, I've never been rejected one time. Male, female, they'll happily spend minutes explaining things to you because you're talking about something they're passionate about.
What I would do is I would always wait, unless like they were taking a long break. I usually would wait until after their workout. The one thing about me when I train somebody, like all of my friends said it was their biggest pet peeve is, like, if I was training you and you're in there and you're training with me for an hour, I am shut off to the world. I don't care unless the building is burning, do not talk to me while I'm training somebody. You paid for that hour. I'm training you for that hour. It's your hour. And I feel equally offended. You and I are training and you start picking up your cell phone, looking at your cell phone. I don't allow cell phones during. I don't care if you're paying me, you're not bringing your cell phone to the workout.
No, I mean, like you said, back to the discipline, right? That makes a huge difference because it's funny you say that. When you're at gyms where I see people playing with their phones a lot, they're not really working out. We
didn't have cell phones when I was a kid. There was no such thing. Don't bring your phone to the gym. Like, you know what? Treat yourself to an hour of not having that electric bracelet around your ankle. Put it away. The world is like, you're not going to miss anything. The Instagram stuff, go back and look what you want to see. Like, if you have kids, your kid, like I used to walk myself to school in the 1st or 2nd grade in Queens, New York. Like, everything's going to be okay.
No, that's true. That's true. So, I mean, we touched on this a couple of times, but back to the psychology, right? Whether it's training. I mean, like you said, you need something inside you yourself. Because you are determined to transform your body. You made it to the end of this video. To get more tips about how to look great and feel even better, check out one of these videos you see on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. So later's my massive. Me I go long now. For those who don't speak Jamaican patois, that's goodbye, my people.